We always say if there's no room in the NHL back in the day in the 1970s, there could be room in the WHA. And this guy was a prime example. One of the better defensemen to come out of the Ontario Hockey Association in the late 60s, early 70s. Boston took a big draft pick on him, but he couldn't make the big squad. Eventually jumped to the World Hockey Association and became one of the WHA's most respected rearguards. Of course, when we talk about the elite career of Ron Plumb. Now, Ronald William Plumb, born July 17, 1950 in Kingston, was 5'10", 175. Now, he came to major prominence with his tremendous play with the Peterborough Petes over 3 seasons. He averaged 20 points a season these first two seasons with the junior squad. But in 1970, he opened out with 45 points in 54 games, including 16 goals. Now, Boston decided to take a high draft pick on him in 1970, 9th overall. Some people thought he was going to make the big squad, but he was sent to the Oklahoma City Blazers for seasoning. Second year at Oklahoma City, put up some really, really decent numbers. 52 points in 72 games. Now, here's where it came bizarre, ladies and gentlemen. After 2 seasons with the CHL's, their CHL farm team, Oklahoma City, boss and protected him in the June 72 expansion draft, which included the Islanders and the Flames. However, with little chance to play with the veteran-laden NHL team, which included Bobby Orr and Al Sims and Rick Smith, Gary Doak, all these players, he jumped to the unproven WHA with the Philadelphia Blazers only a few weeks later. Now, he remained with the Blazers as he moved to Vancouver the following season. Plumb then played for the San Diego Mariners 75, the Cincinnati Stingers for the following 3 seasons, and then the New England Whalers. He eventually got his NHL bones by playing 1 season in the NHL with the Hartford Whalers, remained in the organization for 2 more years, but was sent down to the AHL with the Springfield Indians, where he wrapped up his pro career. Now, with the WHA, Plumb won the Dennis A. Murphy Trophy as the WHA's best defenseman in '77, and was also selected a first or second team All-Star for much of the league's history. He skated in 559 games in the WHA, the second most overall, trailing only the 551 games by the great Andre Lacroix, his former teammate. He was former teammates with Lacroix in San Diego, New England, and of course, Philadelphia. Now, Plumb followed his North American pro career with 3 seasons in Europe, 1983 with ERC Freiburg and the Bundesliga Level 2, then 84-86 with the Flight Flyers and the Fife Flyers in the British Hockey League. Now, Plumb's efforts were recognized all across the world, and he was inducted into the Kingston District Sports Hall of Fame on May 2nd, 2008, and of course, in 2010, he was elected as an inaugural inductee in the WHA Hall of Fame. Now, just the stats with the WHA over those full seasons. 51, 38, 48, 46, 69 points, career year with Cincinnati in 77, 11 goals that year, and 78, 57 points, and wrapped up with New England with 20 points. Now, with Hartford again, 7 points in 26 games, 3 years for Springfield, and then his 2 seasons with the Flyers in Great Britain, 80 points in 36 games his first season, and 71 points in 36 games in his second campaign. Now, again, 65 goals, 264 assists for 329 points in the WHA, 20 points in 41 playoff games, and the AHL, 119 points in 211 games, and 9 points in 7 playoff games. So, again, what was quite bizarre, ladies and gentlemen, Boston was taking a lot of time to decide on the various prospects they had. They had Jim Lorentz for a while, Clem Tremblay from Dalhousie, Ricky McLeish, who ended up with the Flyers, Reggie Leach, who ended up with the Seals, then the Flyers. So it was weird because for every player like Plumb they let go, other players just as good were taking their spots. So they had too many good prospects, and it showed that Plumb must have had something, because you don't play 549 games in a major league unless you're really good. And he was a good quarterback on the defense, because he would rarely get less than 50 points, rarely get less than 10 goals. But I look at that playoff run in '78 with the Whalers, where he picked them up for the playoffs. Like I said, quite impressive. So that's the Legend of Ron Plumb. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, or subscribe. And as we like to say in the North Shore, keep your stick in the ice. Bye.